I've never won anything. Nothing, nada. I think on the raffle, the tombola, not even £2.50 on the bloody lottery. I think I'm pretty bloody unlucky. Although I started this new job and there's this girl, and I think she looks at me, or maybe I'm just looking at her, wishing her to look at me. Maybe I just look like a psycho. I'm not sure, but I think she likes me. And I think I've dropped enough hints. Hi, I'm Marcy and I'm gay.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm really subtle like that. I have what people call verbal diarrhea. Sometimes thoughts come out of my mouth before I realise, like I'm in my own head a lot, then I realise, yeah, I said that stupid fucking thing out loud. That's me. Sometimes wear glasses and have mad hair. Where is she? She's just perfect. She wears linen. I feel like only put together people wear linen. And I notice she gets pedicures. I get a pedicure like once a year and leave it on until my toenail turns yellow. Whereas she is one of those people that always smells of Jo Malone, probably waters her plants, bathes in Evian. She has this twinkle in her eyes when she looks at me. It's nice to think that I do that. Maybe, hopefully. I watch her in her office sometimes, not like a stalker, it's just her office windows are across from mine, so I can't help but look. Sometimes I catch her looking at me, so it's fine. I'm not a murderer, even though that's what a murderer would say. She does this thing every morning where she shakes a magic 8-ball. It's cute. She must be into star signs, fate, spirituality. I mean, she's definitely gay. Sometimes when I'm watching her, I catch her eye and she winks. And I get this flutter that goes in my tummy and I just want to shout across the room, I love you!
Do you want a coffee?
Yeah. And I say, yeah. Even though I hate it. Just so I can feel the warmth of her hand as it brushes against my skin. I'm gonna ask her out on a date today. I wonder what a magic 8-ball told her today. To live life, to take chances, to date that neurotic lesbian in accounts.
Unlikely.
I hope so. We were in the kitchen the other day and she said,
You're pretty. I like your eyes, they're like the sea.
And I can't remember the last time anyone said anything nice to me like that. Noticed me. I like your teeth. Smiles. Teeth smile. What the fuck did I say that for? She laughed. Her face creased. And for a moment of my day, it seemed sunny. I'm going to ask her out on a date tomorrow. Because I have to go home after work. I always have to go home after work to put my mum into bed. She likes to be put into bed by 9 p.m. because she's got MS. So I have to go. I mean, I want to go. It's just, I told her, see, I'm bloody unlucky. I've got a mum with MS. But I told her she just has to wait up just for a little bit while I take someone out, while I take a chance. So, I get up from my desk, I go to her office door, she lifts her head up from her desk and says,
Hi.
Flirting. I mean, I know flirting. She is definitely flirting. Hi. I mean, what can I say? I have a way with words. And I noticed she looks sad today. I noticed her magic 8-ball. What does your magic 8-ball say today, Ellie? She gets up from her desk and she closes her blinds and suddenly she is so close to me I don't feel like I can breathe.
I think it's broken. Or maybe my luck's run out.
Everything she says is so fucking sexy. try to think of something to say. Anything. My mouth feels dry. Fancy a fuck? I mean, oh, what the fuck did I say? I mean, drink. Drink. I absolutely meant drink after work. Casual, if you want casual. I mean, friendly. If you want friendly. And I can hear myself rambling. And she kisses me. And I think, wow, bloody hell.
You're cute. Meet me in reception after work.
It is my lucky day. And my face hurts from smiling. I have to keep checking just to make sure it hasn't cracked. And then I see her get up for her afternoon meeting. And I think, oh, well, I better take her number in case, you know, she gets held up, has a heart attack, things like that. So I rush over to her. I face plant, basically collide into her, and she scrambles, pick up her stuff, and she's flushed and tells me to
get off!
And I notice a photo fall out of her wallet of her husband and her 2 kids. She says,
It's complicated.
and I know, because I always know. I'm just always hoping. I suppose it's not my lucky day, hey?
I suppose it isn't.
And we stand and we stare. And I go home after work, and my mum says,
You're home early, love.
I'll wash her. And I put her into bed, and I hold her hand. She says,
You'll find her one day. Your luck's not run out yet.
and I go to bed. And I think, what the fuck does she mean by complicated?
Do you ever sit across from someone and just look at them? I mean, really look at them. And you just think, somebody loves them. I mean, somebody really fucking loves them. Across from me, right, there's this guy who I swear is wearing a toupee. And all I can think is, he's a fat, middle-aged man wearing a toupee and somebody loves him. Maybe if I was a bit more simple, like this guy sitting across from me, my life would be easier. I've had a bit of a crisis recently. Crisis of faith, crisis of life, I just think a fucking crisis. I thought I was happy. But maybe no one's happy. I mean, not really, not forever, not for a very long time, because eventually you become unhappy, right? One evening I was sitting in the living room just minding my own business. I'd actually put the kids to bed early, so I was pretty chuffed with myself. And my husband comes running into the living room, looking like he's got something really important to say. He was a little sweaty, kind of breathing heavily. I think he was waiting for me to acknowledge him. Are you all right? And he goes to say something, and he stops. And he does this a few times, so I just ask him again, are you all right?
I kissed a girl, a woman.
Oh, phew, I'm glad he clarified.
I mean at work, I'm not at work, on the work away day. Doesn't mean anything, I think. I just couldn't lie to you.
I don't really know what to say in that moment, so I just say nothing. I look at this man, and I think, I don't know if I have anything to say to you. And suddenly I find myself asking him, do you not love me anymore? And I feel about 5 years old, waiting for my dad to come and pick me up, and he would never come, and I'd ask my mum, does Daddy not love me anymore? I look at my husband as he hesitates, and I want to eat my words. We fall into a silence. We spend the entire night just sitting on the sofa not talking. I mean, some people have loads of words, don't they? Say mean things when things go wrong, but it turns out I don't have any. I was blindsided. I mean, I didn't see it coming because I thought we were happy. Yeah, we've got kids, life is busy, but that's just how life goes, isn't it? Halfway through the night of sitting morbidly on the sofa staring into blank space, he says,
I'm just a little bit bored.
I'm a bit bored too, but that's just life, isn't it? Sometimes it's just a bit boring. And then ask the most mundane and typical thing that annoyingly fell out of my mouth. Do you want to be with her?
No, I love you. It was a mistake. I just got caught up in that feeling, that feeling of having a spark with someone.
I don't really say anything. For the next few weeks, I can't muster the energy. I just try not to think about it. I ignore the giant gulf of unsaid things. I have this stupid magic 8-ball that my husband bought me that I noticed for the first time in ages sitting on my shelf. I take it into work one day as a good luck charm before an important meeting. I got it during this girls' weekend at Pride in Brighton. I'd just broken up with this girl and I was heartbroken. I was walking past this shop, I went in, saw this magic 8-ball, picked it up and asked, will I ever be in love again? I waited, held my breath like this stupid piece of plastic could tell me everything was going to be okay, and then I heard this voice.
I've shook that 8 times already. Think it's broken.
I turned round to this handsome, broad, dark-haired guy. I looked at him, mouth open, and I agreed. Maybe it's broken. He smiled. Or maybe my luck's run out.
I don't think so.
He bought me the magic 8-ball and told me to call him. Wrote his number on my hand. It was like straight out of a movie. I think I fell in love. I mean, how easy it was to fall in love back then. In that moment, I was sure that life had this inexplicable way of making the right things happen. So I started going into work in the mornings and taking my magic 8-ball and asking, is everything going to be okay? And one morning I noticed a new girl, Marcy, looking at me through my office window. I feel like a fool shaking this thing. I smile, she smiles, and I think she's got a kind face. So I start asking my magic 8-ball, does my husband still love me? Am I a good mum? Can anyone notice the stain on my trousers? And I notice her again, Marcy. And I see her noticing me and I start noticing her. I see her everywhere. Sometimes we stare for a little too long. And I start going into the kitchen just to be there when she's there. Sometimes I offer to buy her coffee just to have something to say to her. And I think, would I have done this if he hadn't done that? And I don't really know, but I don't do anything because I think I'm better than him. But I like myself around Marcy. Maybe because she seems free, open, kind. She's got this gentleness to her little laugh that seems honest. One day we're in the kitchen and the words just fall out of my mouth. You're pretty, I like your eyes, they're like the sea. I cringe. I want to eat my words. But I go home, I go to bed, and I lay next to my husband. I think about her. I think about her soft hair being on the pillow. The next morning, I'm just getting into the car and I haven't really spoken to him, but we're kind of just getting on with things for the kids. And suddenly he comes rushing over to me and he's doing that thing again where he's breathing heavily and sweating, and I think, oh, for fuck's sake. So I try to pull out of the driveway really quickly, and like Usain Bolt, he catches up, bangs on the window and says,
I didn't tell you everything. I slept with her. I'm so sorry. I just can't lie to you. I owe it to you to be truthful to us, to be truthful to you, to be truthful to our relationship.
I don't really know what to say, so I just drive away. I mean, the last few weeks have been shitty. What do you do when your relationship falls down? I mean, how are you meant to hold it together? I think I'm looking for a sign, for something or anything, somebody just to tell me what to do. So I take my magic 8 ball out and she's there. Marcy, and she looks stupidly cute today. Fluffy hair, scrunchies in like she's in some 80s workout video. I mean, she's quirky. She's cool. She's everything I'm not. She probably drinks kombucha and watches weird foreign movies. Unexpectedly, she comes into my office and says, "Hi." I look down at my magic 8 ball, which I've discarded. "Hi." My phone goes off with a text from my husband saying,
"Sorry."
And I wonder why I don't have the answers to my own life. Why I feel so terribly lost. But she's there. Marcy. And she's looking at me, and I have this fire in my belly that I haven't felt in so long. And you know when you're having one of those out-of-body experiences, I get up, I close my blinds and I kiss her. I offer to meet her after work. I sit down, I stare into space. What the fuck have I done? I take my magic 8 ball out and I try to shake it, but it slips out of my hand and cracks on the floor, and I cry. Silent tears roll down my face because I don't even know who I am anymore, and I am sick. Sick of looking for answers and having none. Am I enough? Will I ever be enough? Will anybody ever love me enough? And then I notice the time, and I'm late for my meeting. So I rush out of my office, I grab my stuff, and she's there, and she smells great. But I drop my stuff and it goes everywhere, and my wallet falls out of my bag, and this photo just flies, and I don't want her to see it because it just feels weird for her to see it. So I tell her to get off. And she shrinks away from me. And I notice her noticing the photo, and I feel guilty. I feel something. And I go to my meeting and I sit across from this man, and his mouth is moving, but I can't hear any words. And he's really fucking ugly. And I think, somebody loves him. And then I go home to my husband and I say, I don't think I love you anymore. And I don't think it's about what you did. I just think I've been sleeping. And I finally woke up. I so desperately want to feel things again.